Hi, hello. Happy Sunday. Although those of you who will watch, hopefully, or have watched my Saturday Night Live, you may wonder why I'm wearing the same clothes. This is because I'm actually recording this on Saturday, but as it's very late Saturday, I won't be posting it up until Sunday, if you get me meaning. Anyway, what am I waffling on about today? I've got some new patterns, well, not new to me patterns, yeah. And I've also got a Simply Crochet magazine. Right, what have I got? This one is a Keynote Chunky. I got it from eBay. As you can realise, it's an original pattern, so it's very elderly. Continental Chunky. Thought it's nice to use up oddments, isn't it? Once again, sadly, it's kind of a small size. Excuse my not being able to open this because my left hand is dead today. Right, it goes up to a 38-inch bust, so no good for anybody who's a little bit chubbier than that. 5mm, 4mm needles, done in chunky. Oh, 40-gram balls. Well, as it says, 4 40-gram balls of the main colour and then 3 of each of all the others. I think we can probably get away, because this is Cortel wool and mohair, probably get away with 100 grams of the colours, you know, that are the secondary colours, the contrast colours. Probably get away with 100 grams. Time will tell. Just watch, I'll probably run out, but never mind. It's things like this that, you know, I like to live on the edge, as they say, yeah. This one is knitted, I think, and it's in King Cold Opium, which I think is kind of like a boucle effect. I'm not too sure. It says larger sizes are included and it goes up to a 50-inch bust. I think this is fairly modern pattern, although I got it from eBay, so who knows. It's King Cold 3882 and it's got a short sleeve version and it's got a long sleeve version. It seems to be comprising of, I don't know whether it's elongated stitches or whether it's just the yarn that's sort of pretty, you know, sort of thick and thinnish or textured, that's the word I'm looking for. Once again, I cannot open this pattern because my left hand is not working. Yeah, right. Does it say garter stitch? That's for the border bit at the bottom. Knit 2 together, knit 11, change to the bigger needles. Oh, it's the drop stitch, you know, where you wind it round and then you drop the stitch from the row below. Yeah, kind of like a drop stitch. That will give you that sort of effect. If you can see it better now, I've took it out of its plastic sheaves. Plastic sheave, plastic sleeve. You know, my teeth are not working today. Anyway, today I got a Simply Crochet magazine, number 146, it looks like. It came with a sock special and some kind of a measuring thing, which we'll go into a bit later on. I'm not a big fan of crochet socks, as you know, because I've got sensory issues and my feet don't tolerate the ridges in crochet. I can wear just about hand knitted socks, but not crochet. But if you're not got sensory issues, if you've not got them, then you may be alright with crochet socks. I don't know. Anyway, Simply Crochet 146. It's got a scarf on the front. And as I don't go into great detail because I don't have an overhead camera, I will say once again that Tracy from Crochet Rocks will no doubt do a more in-depth view of the pattern than I will, yeah? Right, I don't know whether this is actually in the magazine or not. We will find out later. It's the old granny squares. Where would we be without a granny square? Some people say a lot happier, but that's just a personal opinion. I happen to like a granny square. Right, this I think is, oh, it's a free pattern, but you've got to go onto Cascade Yarns to get that pattern. It's not in this magazine. Yeah, but it is a free pattern if you go to Cascade Yarns, yeah. Right, All Out at Sea. I think this is a Rico pattern. Once again, you probably have to go and have a look for that pattern. It's amigurumi toys. Yeah. These are the pages that I skip over. I'm sure that Tracy will go into much better detail than I do. I tend to just look at the bigger picture, the bigger pattern. Yeah, the pattern appears to be in for the Sleeping Beauty. And here we've got a featherweight shawl. I'll probably go into more detail when I get to the how-tos and whatnot. Oh, dearie me. Jack and the Beanstalk. Quite what I would do with a thing like that, I really don't know. And Little Red Riding Hood, which I think is a poncho with a hood. And then we've got the Princess with the frog, which looks a lot like the dates I used to get. Got all the frogs, none of the princes. Yeah, the Sleeping Beauty blanket is made up with Rico Creative Melange Aran, or any other Aran of your choice. And the Snow White shawl is Rowan Kid Silk Haze. Oh, I did use that once. It was very expensive and very fine. Very pretty though, yeah. And those Jack and the Beanstalk thingy, it's Rico Cotton. We seem to be on a bit of a Rico theme, don't we? The Red Riding Hood cloak, which to me is a cape with, well, not a cape, a poncho with a hood. That's Stylecraft Highland Heather double knitting. That's a poncho to me with a hood, not a cloak, is it? Maybe that's just me. And Froggy, the Princey Froggy, is done in Stylecraft soft double knitting. That reminds me of that song. Froggy went to courting, he did right, ha ha. I don't know who used to sing that, but it was one of my childhood songs. I think it was a record actually at the time. Oh, sorry for licking my fingers, but they're dead, absolutely dead. I can't turn pages at all. Right, no grey days. Well, I wouldn't do it in grey, so it wouldn't be a grey day, would it? There we go. It's done in Stylecraft Bellissimo, whatever that may be. Oh, double knitting weight, yeah. Double knitting weight. It goes up to, oh yes, goes up to 52 to 54 finish measurements. So it's quite a roomy one. Man's Best Friend. Looks a bit like the dog from Wallace and Gromit, doesn't it? Oh, it is. The famous Gromit of Wallace and Gromit is The Loyal Buddy We All Need by Sarah Jane Hicks. Right, what are you done in? Ooh, we've now got the rear view of Gromit. We don't really need to see that, do we? Any double knitting cotton. Oh, that's quite handy to just tell you that, isn't it? At least they're not saying. Oh, and it's from the book Wallace and Gromit. What is it? Wallace and Gromit, Cracking Crochet by Sarah Jane Hicks is out now by Search Press, and it's £14.99. I don't know whether you can see that little picture, but apparently you can get the book of Wallace and Gromit if you like. I do quite like Wallace and Gromit, yeah. If you subscribe today, you can get a baby blanket bundle from Serdar worth £65.95. Don't all rush at once. Right, Erina's journal, from the studio. Well, she obviously makes little toys in pastel shades. But again, the patterns are not in. It's just a little article about her. Right. check me out. I personally think that's a little bit wide for a scarf, but that's just my personal opinion. It's nice if you like to do different patterns. It appears to be, well, it just appears to be checkerboard actually, done in different colours. But I think it's a bit wide. I don't like wide scarves. Peace of Mind. Mandala Earrings by Emma Friedlander Collins. I can never wear big earrings, but that's just me, isn't it? Yeah. 5 questions with Sutton Foster, whoever Sutton Foster may be. Oh, an American television and Broadway star has a passion for crochet. So somebody's got to ask her 5 questions and we don't know the answers, do we? Jack of all trades, that's if you want a child who likes to bash people over the head with, I don't think there is a hammer, is there? There's a mallet. He can saw people in half with his crochet saw. I'm saying he, but it might be a handy woman, mightn't it? Right, Flight of Fantasy. Much like the mythical characters she creates, crochet author and designer Megan Lapp's life has been customised to focus on what matters: her creativity, imagination and her family. Once again, the patterns are not in the magazine, but there she is. If you feel like doing dragons, she probably has a book, or patterns, or whatever. Does she have a book? Does not say. I would imagine she does, yes. Right, we have now got banner here. Makes a change from calling it a banner. There we go. Quite lively, isn't it? They usually call them another name, don't they? Clear out your stash with our creative scrap yarn bunting, that's the word I'm looking for. Designed by Alexandra Lund. Right. Desert Nights, which is an extra large shawl by Susan Kennedy. There it is. And what is the extra large shawl done in? Rowan hand knit cotton. It's double knitting, so you could use something other double knitting, couldn't you, if you didn't want to? Ooh, so you want to make a postbox topper? No, not exactly, because around here somebody would probably steal it. But there are some pretty ones. It would probably be just stolen for unknown reasons. So everything you wish to know about making one. There's another page of it as well. Right, Clean Sweep. This is by Hay Barker. That's H-A-E. Hay Barker. It's a blanket. Done in sort of like the mosaic. Is it Greek? Greek key mosaic, isn't it? Or something like that. It's done in sheep jeeps. And it's done in Whirlette, which again is an Aran weight. Then we've got Misty Memoirs, classic Ossetian design, Ossetian, whatever that is. Elena Depeche, or Depetra, celebrates her Ossetian roots. Where's Ossetian? Somebody's bound to tell me. With a filet stitch headscarf, inspired by traditional motifs and woven shawls, from the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah. I'm afraid I'm woefully ignorant where they are. Very woefully ignorant. It's done in, don't know what weight. Can't read. Can't read what weight it says. It says fibre space. Something Landay, 100% superwash. Probably fine, it looks fine, doesn't it? What hook's it on? Hook, hook, hook. Oh yeah, 125 steel hook. Yeah, it's going to be fine. It's going to be thin, girls. Gird your loins, grit your teeth. Cushions. Spring Squish. Marianne Rawlins. Floral cushions. and they are done in chenille double knitting. Ooh. Feel the love. Pop over for a cuppa, have a heart-to-heart over these easy motif coasters by Mandy O'Sullivan. I think it's a bit late for Valentine's Day, but only, you know, you could perhaps, no, for next year. It's a bit late for this year, isn't it? You could just do a heart just because you felt like it, though, couldn't you? It doesn't have to be Valentine's Day. We're just conditioned, isn't it, that it has to be Valentine's Day. We've got K is for Kids yarn reviews, and I know that Tracy will do a more in-depth view of what these new yarns are. She always does a better review than I ever do, yeah. What have we got? Yarn Smith's Playbox Double Knitting, West Yorkshire Spinners Bo Peep, Rico Baby Merino, Paintbox Baby Double Knit, Serdar Snuggly, and King Cole Cutie Pie Double Knit. I haven't got my glasses on, so I can't see price per ball. So once again, over to you, Tracy. Over to you. Show us yours. That's what people have made, you know, with patterns that have been used in this book. Which is your yarn favourite to work with? 49% of people say double knitting. If this was an American magazine, I would say 99% of people would want to have number 4 weight worsted, wouldn't they? Or whatever it is. We don't have a number 4 weight. I think I've mentioned that before, to hate to be boring. Right, how to do continuous rounds, that's your how-to section. How to do slip stitch, double crochet, half treble, English versions of course. Treble and working in rows in a ring. Candy Dreams, 6 reasons to follow Natasha Emerson of Love Indie and her pastel coloured pop art confections. Again, patterns not included. Not sure how you would get them, probably by following the lady. And that again is Rikarumi. You'd have to follow Rikarumi to get those. And last page of all is Simply Denim King Cole patterns. Again, you would not get them in this magazine, because they're knitted, I think. Yeah, they look knitted, so you'd have to go to King Cole for those. Yay, indeed. On the front page is West Yorkshire Spinners Colour Lab stock yarn, showing the new colours, I presume, if you're into knitting socks. And talking about socks, we now get to the free gift, which comes. Sock Special, Crochet Extra, 6 great designs for socks. So if you quite like sockies crochet, here we go. There we go. Socks. And socks. And more socks. Some of them look rather chunky. Oh, that's a pretty pair, but I couldn't wear them, but they're pretty nevertheless. They're in 4-ply in opal. They are very pretty if you can bear to put crochet socks on your feet, which I can't, sadly. I have crocheted socks. In fact, I've got a couple of pair in my sock drawer, but I tend to wear them in bed because I can't walk on them. Technicoloured Toes is from Drops Yarn, this one. And we have got Bottom Line, that's the thicker looking pair. Woo! Be okay as welly bob socks, wouldn't they, or wearing in bed. And they're done in, Arena, no, 4-ply. Gosh, they look thicker than 4-ply. They look quite chunky, those, don't they? Maybe it's the stitch. Maybe so. Oh, these are quite fanciful, aren't they? Super Cool Fringe Socks by Marianne Rawlins. Woohoo! Now that would please my little boho soul, including the pink boots, yeah? Although they do look a bit more like Wellington boots, but never mind. And they're done in Schoppel Wool, Zunderball or something, is it? Zoberball, 4-ply. And then we've got Sweet Honey, which is done in a drops yarn. Very much like the other pair with the little fancy socks on. Sock pattern. Which is done in, Drops Fable. And then we've got Candy Floss by Fran Morgan. Candy Floss. Oh dear. Fingers. 10 sock secrets. Ooh. Wonder what the sock secrets are. Buy this magazine to find out what the sock secrets are. Charts and diagrams we've got, and they don't tell me how I'm supposed to use this sock ruler. Thought they would have had instructions with that, how to use your sock ruler, and there's no instructions. Sock ruler. Maybe it's just that you put it down inside. That's obviously your toe, isn't it? You put it down inside and you knit as far as, unless you can put your foot on it. You know, like the old-fashioned shoe gauges they used to have in the shoe shops, where you put your foot on it. Maybe you put your foot on it up to the toe bit, and then you see how far you knit for the actual sole bit. Not very clear, is it, how you actually use that? Socks rule, it says. Answers on a postcard, please. I mean, I do knit socks from time to time, so I will keep that just in case. I want to measure my feet, and I'll let you know if it works. If you can wait long enough, that is. Yeah, I'm going to be doing my live in a few moments. It's like nearly 8:30, and I do my live at 9. I've got to stoke the fire because I've got me washing. It's a good job you can't see everything in my room when I'm doing my live. I've got my clothes and my smalls dripped on the air in front of the log burning fire because we haven't got the central heating on today. So, being a cold little mortal that I am, I've got the fire lit. So, as I say, this is filmed on Saturday evening, which is why you will see me wearing the same outfit when I do my live. The cardigan is many moons old. It was a Lister's pattern, Lister's, if you remember Lister's, and it was done in kaftan, which was sort of like a fluffy aran. Over the years it's kind of lost most of its fluff, but it just shows that when you do knit something yourself or crochet something yourself, if you use a decent yarn, which was probably, I would say, middle of the road price, this kaftan was when it was new. Wasn't the most expensive, but it wasn't the cheapest. It was like middle of the road. But it just shows if you put the time and the effort into making something for yourself, and you use a decent, half decentish yarn, that they do last. I'm not telling you how old this is, but I think I knitted it when I was in the shop. Because, as you know, I don't knit very often at the moment. I was still trying last night to do a few rows, but as I was looking after the dogs, the family had gone out for a meal with their two eldest granddaughters. I couldn't get much done, and my hand was hurting, which we don't go into because we don't want a whiny video, do we? But I stayed in bed actually till lunchtime today. I didn't do it deliberately, but it was so warm and cosy. And when I was laying in bed, I actually wasn't in a whole lot of pain. And I knew that when I got up, you know, once you put your sort of weight goes down your body onto your feet, you know that that's when it goes, ah! When you're lying supine, half asleep in your bed, it kind of doesn't happen. It's kind of, I won't say pain-free, but comfortable pain barrier is when you're laying down and you're cosy, warm, in your bed. But I couldn't stay there all day because I needed to get up, I needed to do my washing, I was going to go down to Cleveland's, to be truthful, even with the scooter with the dodgy wheels. But it was raining, and it was miserable, and I thought, do you really want to go down, Janet, or will it do another day? And I thought, yeah, another day. another day. He did say he was going to bring me a replacement scooter by Monday, so I'm hoping he will turn up on Monday, because I knew they wouldn't come this weekend because they don't work weekends, yeah. So I shall let you know, but it won't be a scooter with a top on, so I will have to go rummaging in the garage to find my rain cape, my purple rain cape that falls over my face when I'm going down the seafront. It's fun getting wet. It's really fun. So I'm hoping it's dry. Because I would like to go to Knit Club at the library on Monday, but that all depends on whether or not I've got another scooter. Because it's a long way up the seafront to Fleetwood with your tyres that are shredded as you're going along the road. My son said it won't do any more damage, but I'm a bit undecided whether it will or it won't, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now and get ready for my Saturday Night Live. So I won't say see you there, because obviously it will have happened before you're watching this video, but you know what I mean. Hopefully I will have seen you there. And of course, I will say the usual. If you like this video, please put a thumbs up, please like, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, for which I am eternally grateful for the people who do subscribe. Tell all your friends if you think somebody might like to see my nutty videos or whatever. Because as you know, she's not full shilling, but you have to make allowances for her because she's getting old, you know what I mean? Yeah, getting on a bit, getting a bit dodgy. As my son says, I won't like to say what he calls me, but it's not always flattering, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go now, so I hope you're having a happy Sunday. Even though I'm recording this on a Saturday, hope you're having a happy Sunday. And I will see you all very soon, hopefully with a hand that works. Actually, one thing before I go, my horoscope did say that something I was expecting might come sooner than I think. So I am hoping that it's right, and I'm hoping that sooner than I think is the operation on the hand, because I've still got 4 weeks. Anyway, there goes my telling me to shut up, so bye for now.